Today's RF signals and wireless communication standards are complex. Signals often vary significantly over time in terms of both amplitude and frequency, and communication standards continue to get wider in terms of bandwidth. Unfortunately, traditional spectrum analyzers are narrow band, showing you only a small portion of the spectrum with each acquisition. Most only have a 10 MHz capture bandwidth. To build the desired image, they must sweep or step this limited capture bandwidth through the span you set, one acquisition at a time. The downside of this approach is that while the spectrum analyzer is acquiring one portion of the spectrum of interest, the event that affects your design operation is happening in another part of the spectrum that it's not currently seeing. This is a woefully inadequate approach for today's wireless communication signals. The MDO3000 offers a much better solution. With its unique architecture that provides up to 3 GHz capture bandwidth, you can see your whole spectrum of interest in a single acquisition. No sweeping is required. Now you can watch your signal hop to different frequency bands or capture communications from multiple radios at once. Let's take a closer look with an example. Here is a system using a dual-band transceiver communicating with multiple devices in both the 900 MHz and 2.4 GHz ISM bands. Notice the span on the MDO3000 is set to 3 GHz. This means that the entire spectrum from 9 kHz to 3 GHz is being captured in each and every acquisition. Notice also that the 900 MHz signal appears to be bursty. Spectrogram is a useful tool for seeing how your spectrum changes over time. Spectrograms are created by taking each spectrum acquired and flipping it up on its edge, and then using color to indicate amplitude. Hotter colors such as yellow or red indicate high amplitude, while cooler colors such as green or blue indicate low amplitude. As we can see here, the 2.4 GHz signal is almost always broadcasting, but the 900 MHz signal is bursty. Once you stop acquisitions, you can actually navigate back through the spectrogram to view individual spectrum slices. For example, here's an acquisition where both signals were present. Here's another acquisition where the 900 MHz radio wasn't broadcasting. Views like these are simply not possible with traditional spectrum analyzers. The 3 GHz capture bandwidth in the MDO3000 series gives you confidence that you're seeing all signals of interest in your design. Finally, a spectrum analyzer with capture bandwidth adequate for modern RF signals.